Hello and welcome to the chaos! Happy New Year, y'all! I hope this first day has been a great start to 2025 for you. I apologize in advance for my voice. I'm getting over a bit of a cold, so I know I sound a smidge hoarse. But what I have here is the start of a series of speed paints I'll be doing at the beginning of every month this year, where I redraw the same piece. I'm hoping that by doing this, I'll be able to see more of where my art has improved and generally changed over the years, since I'm at a point in my art development where my skills are improving more in what I do with my tools and less of how the end result ends up becoming. So the idea is I'll be able to see end result changes way easier when I'm redrawing the same subject over and over. That's the idea anyway. The subject of these drawings is my girly Nikki Watergold. She is from one of my 3 main stories called Dresses, a murder mystery where a gang of 6 friends must figure out who murdered their cornerstone member and find a way to stay together without him there. It's a silly, goofy story where I get to really focus on the world building of just Sienna, and I don't have to split world building between 3 places like I do with the Dimension Guardians, one of my other main stories, and is a more general, audience-friendly story than My Lady My Gift, my 3rd story. Nikki is part of the main cast of 6 alongside Caramel Cather and Hazel Cather, siblings, Charlie McCain, Rosalie Darwin, and Bonnie Delaney. There's a whole host of side characters involved too, and the main Dresses crew get to run all over Sienna following clues and leads to figure out who murdered William Cantor, the cornerstone of the friend group. Along the way, they must find ways to unite the friend group without its leader there, or else risk not being able to figure out the mystery. I'll ramble a bit about the world building of Sienna and the Dresses story more in later videos, but I wanted to take this first video to ramble just aimlessly about my plans for the year, because I'm really excited about them. I've got 3 really big goals for this year, one of which is this project here, to redraw the same piece at the beginning of each month and see my progress. Like I said earlier, I'm at a point in my art career and development where progress and changes are much less visible from piece to piece when I'm drawing different subject matters. Especially with work giving me much less time to dedicate to full illustrations where I know my progress will be more visible. So the hope and the goal of this project is to see my progress and how my art changes over the year with the same subject, and hopefully it'll be way easier to see how I've changed by comparing the same subject month to month. One of my other big goals is to complete my first triathlon race. For those who don't know, a triathlon race consists of a swim portion, a bike portion, and a run portion, typically in that order. So I get to be insane at 3 sports at once. The race I'm planning on doing is a sprint distance, so it'll be a 400-meter swim, a 16-mile bike ride, and a 5K run, which is 3.1 miles. The bike and run parts I'm not worried about at all. I can do those easy peasy. The swim has me a little bit worried, but I'll be working with my dad and his triathlon friends to work on my training for that. My dad has completed a half Ironman before, and I intend to follow in his footsteps. I have a bonkers life goal of eventually doing a Deca Anvil and following in a family friend's footsteps. A Deca Anvil is like the most insane of all the triathlon races that I know of. You have roughly 14 days to complete a 24-mile swim, a 1,120-mile bike, and a 262-mile run. Our family friend almost made it, and if it weren't for inclement weather, she would have become the 16th female athlete to complete the Deca Anvil. 16th! And honestly, in my heart of hearts and in my soul and souls, Mrs. Iron Hicks is in fact the 16th female completionist. You cannot tell me otherwise. Actually, peace and love. But that is way down the line for me. I still need to complete my first triathlon, and I'm hoping to do that this year. Along a similar note, another thing I want to complete this year is my first full marathon. I've run 2 half marathons before, one back in 2017, 2018-ish, and one this past year. And I'm ready to start taking my running to the next level. I love being done with a run, but to be done with a run, you have to actually get out and run. But I love doing races because constantly having a new race on the horizon is a perfect motivator for me to actually get out and exercise. Because I hate exercise, I really do, but I love doing something with a goal, so having a race that I have to train for ends up being a perfect goal for me. It means I actually get out and exercise. But those are my super crazy race goals this year. I love doing races, and I'm super excited to take things to the next level. I don't really have any art goals this year other than starting to get into my industry some more. I don't think I ever posted about it here, but I graduated with my BFA in animation from SCAD in 2023. And I completed my first paint gig at the end of last year, so that's super fun. Now I just gotta find another. But I'm super honored to have gotten to work on my first paid gig, and hopefully that'll be coming out soon, so keep an eye out for that. I think one of my biggest art goals is to really just start to have fun drawing again. I got into the mindset at some point that my art has to be perfect for me to post it. And with my minimum wage job taking up so much of my time, it felt like if I couldn't make a perfect postable piece in what free time I did have, then it wasn't worth it to draw. But I've been slowly breaking that mindset down, and I've started to have fun drawing again. I started axing the line art stage in most of my posted pieces recently. It's actually pretty unusual for me to do full line art now. But allowing myself to post a sketch, even if it's a fully rendered sketch, has helped a lot with breaking down that mindset. And simplifying details where I can has helped too. Yes, I am aware of the irony of saying that with this piece having full line art. Don't come at me. But that being said, we've reached the end of the Speedpaint, so let's take a closer look at this piece, shall we? Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to my rambles. Of course, tune in next month to see the redraw and listening to me ramble about the Dresses story some. I'm really excited about this project and I can't wait to share each step of the journey with y'all this year. Thanks for coming to the chaos. Bye!